Everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Kendra. Today's class is yoga for men. So if you're a man and you don't really want to go into a yoga studio, then this video brings yoga to you. You don't even have to leave your house. So this class will focus specifically on small movements to open up the body, a little bit longer holds to stretch us out. And I know there are a lot of different reasons why people don't want to go into studios, and this is specifically for men because I noticed that there are not a lot of videos online for men, for guys to do yoga at home. So I really hope you enjoy. Hop onto your mat and let's get started. Okay, so we'll start on the ground. Extend the legs out in front of you. Allow the feet to be flexed so all 10 toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. Place the hands out behind you. Ground the palms or the fingertips onto the mat. Good, now feel the glutes grounding on the ground. Press your hands into the floor and start to find length in your spine. Crown of the head moving up towards the ceiling. Draw the belly button slightly in towards the spine so you have a small core engagement. Now this can start to get very challenging in this position. So take a couple deep, full breaths. Inhale very slowly, carry the arms up overhead. Exhale, release the right hand onto the mat, grounding the palm beside the right side of the body. Inhale, keep lengthening the spine. Exhale, curve the torso towards the right. Left palm is turned down to face the floor. Draw the left shoulder out and down away from the ear. Breathing deeply through the left side body. Keep the feet flexed. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, ground the left hand onto the mat. Inhale, carry the right arm all the way up overhead. Exhale, curving the torso towards the left. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, release the right arm down. Now take your legs into a wide V position. Place the hands back out behind you, ground the fingertips onto the mat. Keep the feet active. Now use the hands to help keep the spine once again nice and long. Either staying right here or take the hands out in front of you, and as you exhale, start to lengthen the torso forward, pausing right when you start to feel a stretch in your groin, calves, hamstrings. Try to maintain a long spine as you lengthen forward. So picture the belly button moving forward and the chest moving forward, not just the top of the head. If you start to feel your spine rounding back, keep the hands out behind you to help support a nice long spine. Couple breaths here. Ground into the hands. Inhale, carry yourself back up through center. Take the palms behind the knees. Help yourself bend the knees and bring the inner thighs towards one another. Ground the feet onto the mat. Place the hands back out behind you, grounding the palms. Open up the feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. Exhale, release the knees down towards the right. Inhale back through center. Exhale, knees down towards the left. Go back and forth. Ground the feet onto the floor. Good, and slowly and carefully come onto the hands and knees in the tabletop position. When you get there, allow the knees to be a little bit wider than hip width apart. Grounding deeply into the hands. Feel the left palm grounded on the mat, and as you inhale, extend the right arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release the right arm underneath the left, grounding the right shoulder and the right side of the head onto the floor. Right palm is lifting up towards the ceiling, so it's facing the ceiling. Ground deeply into the left hand, and you have a 90-degree bend at the left elbow. Drawing the left shoulder out and down away from the ear. And if you're feeling any pressure in the head or the neck, then make sure to open up the knees a little bit wider. And then focus on twisting, feeling a twisting motion in the spine. So you're moving the belly button, rib cage, chest towards the ceiling. Ground into the left hand. Inhale, press up onto the hands and knees. Once again, ground the right palm onto the mat. Grounding into the right hand. Inhale, extend the left arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, drop the left arm underneath the right, grounding the left shoulder, left side of the head onto the floor. Left palm is facing the ceiling. Ground deeply into the right hand onto the floor. And again, if you need to open up the knees a little bit wider, feel free to do so. Feeling the twist in the spine. Couple breaths. Ground into the right hand. Inhale, carry yourself back up. Ground the left hand onto the mat. Bring the knees back to hip width apart. Step the right foot forward in between the hands. Now heel toe the right foot all the way towards the left side of your mat. And then release the right knee in between the hands. And slowly straighten the left leg out behind you. Right foot is moving towards the left side of your mat. Right knee is either pointing straight towards the top of your mat or it's moving towards the right side of your mat. Now notice the right glute. If you have a lot of space in between the floor and the right glute, then feel free to put, if you have blocks there, put blocks or some pillows for some extra support. Ground deeply into the hands, elongate the spine, crown of the head lengthening up towards the ceiling. Look back at that left leg and make sure that the left foot is in line with the leg. So this is our pigeon pose. It's great for opening up the hips and the groin. Notice if your hips are square. If you're feeling a little off in the hips, then you can always slightly draw the right hip back as you draw the left hip forward, squaring the hips. Ground into both palms. Tuck your toes of the left foot. Press into the hands and lift the right leg from underneath you. Ground the knees onto the mat. Awesome. When you're there, go ahead and step the left foot forward in between the hands. Heel toe the left foot all the way towards the right side of your mat, releasing the left knee in between the hands. Straighten that right leg out behind you. Look back at the right foot. Keep it in line with the right leg. Start to feel your pigeon pose on this side, squaring the hips. Noticing if you have a lot of space in between the left glute and the floor, finding some support if you need it, which I always feel like I do need support in this position. I'm not that flexible, so I always need extra support. Ground into the hands, elongate the spine, and then breathing deeply. Exhale, move anything out of the way that was blocking that left glute, and then sit down onto the left glute. Help yourself swing the right leg all the way out in front of you. Good, both legs are straight. And very slowly release yourself onto your back. Hug the knees in towards the chest when you get there. Maybe rock from side to side, massaging the low back. Exhale, release the feet, grounding them onto the mat. Knees are bent. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, release the arms up overhead, releasing the back of the hands onto the floor. Place the right hand onto the left wrist. Left palm is turned to face the ceiling. As you exhale, keep reaching the arms up overhead and then slowly start to curve the torso towards the right. Trying to keep both shoulder blades grounding on the mat. Inhale, come back through center. Place the left hand onto the right wrist. Right palm turns to face the ceiling. Exhale, curving the torso towards the left. Pausing in a spot where you can keep both shoulder blades grounding towards the floor. The left and the right side body are nice and long. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, release the arms all the way down towards your torso. Good. Let your eyes close. Take a second to rest. Shavasana, which is always our final resting pose, is overlooked. It's something that is always skipped, or if you're watching a video, you turn it off, but it's the most important part of the practice. Take a second to relax, to not have to do anything. Maybe take a little nap if you want. Whatever it is, just take a couple minutes to sit with yourself. Eyes are closed. Breathing is normal. And when the time feels right for you to go about your day or your evening, then you can do so. Thank you so much for joining me. See you in the next video.